Women likes to pick fights and cause trouble.
That's the way to get their attention.
Let them bow down at your feet.
Be a macho man.
Have you ever felt like love today is different from how it used to be? Today, let's explore a fascinating topic. Is romance dead in modern society? Have you noticed that modern love stories don't seem as romantic and heartfelt as they once were? Don't worry, today we are going to uncover the truth behind this mystery and explore what changes have happened in love in our modern world. Hey everyone, I'm OK Ma. Thanks for tuning in today. This channel won't give you the same old cliche from school or family. Instead, I promise today's discussion will help you find real shortcuts in life. Make sure to subscribe for more valuable content. The other day, I watched a Korean drama where the main character's meeting was full of drama and beautiful coincidence. It got me thinking, where has the romance gone in today's world? It seems like these days, the most common scenarios in relationships are casual hookup, toxic dynamic, infidelity, and mutual disrespect between men and women. People often view each other as the worst, as if their only purpose is to ruin each other's lives. Looking at the state of dating and relationships today can be pretty disappointing. You might even consider asking your parents for advice on finding a partner, but their methods might not work in today's world. Or people might think you are a bit old-fashioned. So, how did we end up here? If you are curious to, stick around for this video. Let's dig a little deeper. The type of information you consume and how it shapes your worldview play a huge role in how you view this topic. Your experiences and what you have learned shape your perspective. Imagine living a simple life, maybe as a farmer in a small, close-knit community where everyone knows each other and supports each other. You spend your free time walking, enjoying nature, and maybe participating in community activities. Your daily life is about hard work, but also about tranquility and happiness. Living in this way might give you a more positive outlook on life, but many people are stuck in stressful jobs they don't enjoy just to pay the bills. After a long day at work, they seek escape and relaxation online. On the internet, they encounter all kinds of information, news, celebrity gossips, exposed content creators, and the most hurtful comments made anonymously. With so much negativity online, it's easy to feel like the world is falling apart. The same goes for your views on dating. The content about relationships that algorithms recommend often focus on hostility and negativity towards the opposite sex. It's grabbed your attention whether because you related to it or because it makes you angry. Comments like, "My ex cheated,"
"My partner is toxic and manipulative,"
"Women finds men's breath disgusting,"
"I have to teach my boyfriend how to treat women well."
"Women likes to pick fights and cause trouble. I need to teach my boyfriend how to be more respectful." Again, there's some truth to these statements, but constant exposure to this kind of information can trap you in a negative echo chamber. Everyone seems to say the same things, so you might start to think it's normal rather than the expectation. Maybe you are thinking, is this the norm or the expectation? The power of negative emotions. Yes, someone says it's true. Someone has had similar experiences. Isn't this the norm? Maybe not. Remember, the content that algorithm pushes tends to be the most emotional and resonant, and negative emotions leave a stronger impressions than positive ones. You have probably heard that people online may receive thousands of positive comments and praise, but one negative comment stick in their mind much longer. Negative emotions are stronger. This is why news focuses on panic and negativity, and why gossip is so popular. We engage more with negative emotions than positive ones, which is why negative content is always recommended. If you agree with this perspective, remember to like and share this video to spread the word. If you have been mistreated, you are more likely to express your dissatisfactions and seek justice. You want validations for experiences, but if your life is going smoothly, you might just enjoy the moment without feeling the need to share it online. There is is a subtle difference between living in the moment and trying to show others how happy you are. Remember, what happens on screen is just a part of life. Those in happy, healthier relationships aren't living their lives online, which is why positive relationships content is rare. And when it does appear, most people don't see it because it doesn't evoke strong emotions or resonate like negative content does. Overall, remember that happy and healthier relationships exist in the real world, not just online. This doesn't mean people online complaints are invalid. Quite the opposite. The reality is many people shouldn't be in relationship. Many of us have baggages and issues to work through. But instead of doing the internal work, we try to fill the void with others. Surprised? It doesn't work. We don't fill the void. We just cover it up, projecting our insecurities onto our partners and making foolish choices that hurt them. On the flip side, this makes it easier to ignore warning signs and fall for or accept people who don't give us the love and respect we deserve. Either way, we end up becoming statistic in the cycle of trauma and toxic relationships. We are only human, so we all have moments of flaw and ignorance. The painful reality is sometimes we need these experiences to grow and learn. The problem arises when we don't take responsibilities for our actions and instead wallow in our pain. If we want to change, we have to do better. To some extent, social media gives people a platform to raise awareness and expose wrongdoing because only when we recognize the problem can we work to fix it. But I don't think people grasp this. Instead, they approach it with a victim mentality, putting all their efforts into blaming others rather than improving themselves. This is the danger of negative relationship content online. People aren't mature enough yet to handle this information in a positive and healthy way. So, this content significantly affects how people view the opposite sex and seriously affect their approach to relationship. Imagine a naive teenager inexperienced in relationship who sees all this online content like men are useless, be your queen, let them bow down at your feet.
Or women need to be dominated.
Be a macho man.
Treat women as inferior. That's the way to get their attention.
When these ideas fill their mind, do you think they will have the right mindset to build healthy relationships? Probably not. If anything, they are more likely to fall into toxic cycle. People don't know how to behave or think independently. If they don't find guidance in the real world, they look for it online. But most online content isn't conducive for fostering healthy, well-rounded individuals. Dating today is really tricky. There are so many factors and complexity at play, making it feel like a toxic jungle, and online content only exacerbates the problem. I would love to discuss more aspects on this topic, but for now, my main point is get out there, experience the real world. Okay, I'm kidding, but seriously, try not to spend too much time online. It can mess with your mindset and distort your views of the world. Instead, work on developing more emotional and psychological awareness so you can figure out what internal work you need to do. Lastly, maybe approach what you see online with skepticism. Actually, with a lot of skepticism, because the online world isn't our reality. If we try to make it our reality, we will never find true happiness. Alright, that's it for now. Click to subscribe now to grow together and have a great day.